Right?
Well, I have the pleasure today of interviewing Lynne Wyatt. And she is Supervisor Zack Scrivner's new field representative conducting office hours for the first time in Rosamond. And there's three people here, which is more than Mojave or Boron, where she started. And I'd like to say, Laura, could you tell us about yourself? Where are you from? Yeah.
Well, my name is Lynne Wyatt, and I have been a resident of Tehachapi since 1992. I'm very familiar with East Kern. My husband spent 30 years as a California Highway Patrol officer out of the Mojave CHP office. Spent his whole career patrolling the streets of East Kern. I've raised two boys, Jake, who's 20, he's going to college, and my son Kyle, who's currently serving overseas in the Air Force. So I'm looking forward to serving the residents of East Kern. Communication with the residents of East Kern is a high priority for the supervisor. So I will be attending many functions and meetings in Rosamond, Boron, Mojave, Tehachapi area.
Well, that's good. Now, the news release was a little bit confusing because it sounded for a little bit like you had to treat it like a doctor's office and make an appointment and come at that time to speed things up. But is that not true, or how does it really work? Is it an open forum?
It's an open forum, and that's not necessary at all. Of course, if there is a sensitive issue or something that you feel you need privacy for, I'm more than happy to take an appointment. But for the most part, it's an open forum, a round table, just a chance for the residents to voice their concerns that I can document and take back and report to the supervisor.
And when do you meet with the supervisor? He has now such a huge territory to cover. They expanded it last year.
They did.
And so now, what do you meet once a week, or?
They did. Yes. If there's a pressing issue, I of course pick up the phone and call him immediately. But I do type out a weekly report to the supervisor, documenting each place that I have been, every meeting that I've attended, and just a few notes to bring things to his attention as to what the residents are discussing and concerned about.
Sure. So for here in Roseman, where people don't want marijuana, they should make sure that they keep complaining to you.
Absolutely. So
that it gets in your report every single week. Those people in Roseman still have marijuana problems.
Yes, and they're always welcome to email District 2, and that does go to Zack's office in Bakersfield.
I see. And have you done work like this before, going to public meetings?
Well, yes, I've held elected office. I spent 4 years elected to the Golden Hills Community Services District Board of Directors. I spent 4 years with Tehachapi Valley Recreation and Parks District Board of Directors. And I currently serve on the Greater Tehachapi Economic Development Council Board. So I'm very familiar with government and meetings.
And public meetings where there's all kinds of people present.
Yes.
Some people sincere, some people just showing off, some people mean, some people not mean.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, good. Well, that's good to hear that, that you've got a suit of armor to protect yourself against that. Good.
It's great. I love to hear everyone's passion. It's important, and we should care about where we put our roots and our tax dollars and raise our families. It should be important to us.
Well, I think with Roseman, we have people coming and going from the base, primarily. People raise their families here, but then they get transferred.
Yes.
But then there's a group of people that are here all the time and have been here for a long time.
Right.
And not being a city makes it difficult to control what happens. Everything has to go over the hill, as we say, to get some action.
Okay.
And so the Roseman people feel a little bit neglected on this side of the mountain, I think. I've heard it so many times. when it comes to park funding, when it comes to the marijuana thing. You know, it's like we voted, everybody voted a huge majority, they didn't want it. And yet, majority didn't mean anything. There's people selling marijuana here today without permits.
Yeah.
No permits. How can that be? See?
Yeah, and I think that that's a common feeling when you have a large metropolitan area that is the center of Kern County, such as Bakersfield, where our court systems are. The Bakersfield Police Department is there, the sheriff's headquarters are there, county supervisor's headquarters are there. That's where most of their business is conducted. So it's natural, if you're not in that immediate circle, to feel like you don't get the attention that maybe you deserve. I'm hearing that from residents in all the communities in East Kern. And so it is, and like I said, it is a priority to the supervisor that these residents be heard. And that's why I have a very full calendar, and you will be seeing a lot of me. Yes.
Well, good. Cindy Zimmer, the DA, she came,
Yeah.
and she was strong. She was strong about helping and any way she could, and had a very good impression on the people here.
Good.
So, and I'm sure that you would get a lot of backing for any type of thing that you wanted to try.
Okay, wonderful.
But welcome to Rosamond, and we
Thank
hope
you.
to see you at all the meetings. And
Great.
and
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning even more about the community, other than, you know, some of the highlights, such as the racetrack and the breeding compound. Everybody knows where that is. I'm a big race fan, so I frequent the racetrack, but I'm looking forward to learning what some of the concerns of the residents are and doing the best I can to relay that information back to the supervisor, and I'm a liaison. That's my job.
what phone number or email address should people direct their comments to you?
Anyone can email me at Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T, first initial L, at kerncounty.com.
Okay, that'll do it.
All right.
And no home phone number. You're wise. Thank you.
Thank you.